everyone, and welcome to our holiday-a-thon. Happy Thanksgiving and Hanukkah to our friends out there. The reason we're gathering here today is to celebrate the amazing things that charities can do, especially Tripura Foundation. We actually educate those in need so that they can develop themselves, awaken their own power, transform their brain to make a difference, and develop and create amazing lives. Today we're going to hear about ways you can get involved to completely change your life. There's a secret new way to do charity, to give back, to be of service. And our guests here are going to tell you all about that.
This holiday hangout is such a great event for me to personally celebrate and for all of us at Tripura Foundation, because truly this is going to be the happiest holiday ever. We're literally helping uplift and change the lives of over 100,000 people around the globe this year. So every day feels like Christmas to me. We're feeding over 166,000 meals every month, so people have better nutrition because of us. We're educating almost 4,000 children all over the globe in India, our Hope Centers in India, Mexico, and our school programs in the U.S., and these children have a totally different life because of us. So it's just incredible. What really excites me is that with our educational programs, they're so deeply transformational that our children are literally paying it forward. So we're seeing a wave of compassion throughout the villages in India where our children are becoming role models of compassion, and they're giving back to the elderly in their communities, taking care of the truly destitute elderly and visiting them every day, offering to do chores for them. It's just so heartwarming. I was talking recently with our trustee at Tripura India, and his name is Yadish, and he told me a very heartwarming story. He said he visited a Hope Center last week, and he asked the children, "What do you love to do here?" And the children showed him a suggestion box that they transformed into a piggy bank, and they decided they were all going to save a little money every day. Now, these children are extremely poor, but their mothers are field laborers, and they don't have time to cook for the children. So they give them watery rice in the morning, and then they give them a little bit of money to buy a rice cake. Well, these children all brought a little bit of that money and didn't eat as much, and they put it in the piggy bank every day. And after a month, they have 550 rupees, which is like $9. So Yudi said, "What are you going to do with the money?" And they said, "Well, our goal is to give a feast and a talent show for the elderly poor in our village because we want them to be happy and have a great sense of being loved." So Yudhish just started crying because he was so moved that these children who are already the poorest in the village and the most downtrodden and the most destitute, these children are giving back to people who are less fortunate than themselves. So it's a miracle that we're seeing. And the reason why I feel like our children are changing so dramatically is because they are giving back to others.
You had an experience that you did recently, and this is a secret technique that I want people to really get. Can you please tell us about that?
Yes, I call it my miracle milestone event. So I recently celebrated my birthday in October, and I just knew that I needed to do something to really change my life. Now, I've been recovering from an accident that happened early in the year, and the recovery has been going a little bit slowly, and I thought, you know, I know I have to do a significant act of good. I've got to really step out of my box and do something for people on this very day, on my birthday, because your birthday is kind of the day that you celebrate your karma, right? So I decided I was going to give a gift to all of our 3,000 children in India at our Hope Centers, and it's a huge ball of sweets that they absolutely love. It's called laddu. So I donated the money for this gift, and then all the children prayed for me that afternoon on my birthday. Well, what happened is when the children were eating the gift and doing the prayers, because I know the time of their snack time, I literally felt this ocean of good like hitting me, like a huge wave. And the miraculous thing that happened is that a few nights later, in my dreams, an angel appeared. And this angel has been with me since that dream, day and night. I can literally feel the presence of this angel, and this angel is literally restructuring my brain. But the amazing thing is no one can argue with the fact that I've been given a miraculous healing that I've been working on for 9 months now. And it's happening like at the speed of light. So I'm just so excited about this, and I want to inspire everyone to create a miracle milestone event in their life. Because Dr. Pillai really teaches that the #1 way that you can make a big change in your life is to give that to someone else. So if you want more money in your life, then give to other people. If you want a relationship or whatever it is, if you need a healing, start giving to people. And he says that when you give to the poor and when you remove their suffering, then you remove your suffering.
My life has dramatically changed. I feel more inspired and more motivated to take action. I have a deep sense of gratitude having my new job be that every day I'm thinking about people who are hungry and need food. And, you know, what used to happen to me is I used to have this sense of lack in my life, like I lacked something in some way. And when I would think about all the people in the world that needed food and didn't have their basic needs met, I used to get so sad and depressed that I was paralyzed. I couldn't take any action. And so the blessing of having my job every day be how do I creatively figure out how to help people has dramatically shifted my perspective. So I have this gratitude that I have all my needs met and a real sense that I'm lacking in nothing, and that I feel that it's our responsibility, those of us who have all that we need, to each day help people get what they need. I mean, yeah, so that's the biggest thing for me is a deeper sense of gratitude and energy to actually help. And yeah, so it's been amazing. And then the one that really, really made my heart melt recently was there was a 7-year-old boy whose second language is English, and so he sometimes has difficulty expressing himself in English, and we had been communicating through his teacher. She was interpreting in Spanish, but this one day when I was leaving the classroom, he ran up to me and grabbed my legs and looked me in the eye, and he said, "Miss Alice, thank you so much for bringing me the sounds for intelligence." Oh. And it was just like so clear, you know, that he had a sense that this was a beautiful, very profound thing. And just to see his language improve and his learning, it's sure. And I'd like to just offer the song as a prayer. A prayer that we continue to manifest tangible ways to help people and create miracles all over the world so that we completely end hunger and poverty. Every day in this world, someone needs your love. Every night in this world, someone needs your care. Open your heart to light, let the grace shine down on you. Open your heart to light, let the grace shine down on you. Every place in this world needs a helping hand, why not you? Every smile in this world has a story to tell, listen to truth. Open your heart to light, let the grace shine down on you. Open your heart to light, let the grace shine down on you.
My story, it started back a few years ago when I found Dr. Ply, and I started using his teachings and techniques. And I started to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and as I was going through this shift in consciousness, my heart really began to open up. And so the feeling and desire to give back and do something for others grew stronger and stronger, and to the point where I felt it was my responsibility to do so. So I started making regular donations to Tripura Foundation, and I never felt so fulfilled and authentic as when I was doing this to help others through them, because their model is so effective. And one thing led to another, and just recently I've been fortunate enough not only to be able to share my money, but also my time. She told me about this leopard community in Chennai, and my goal by January 11th, my birthday, is to raise $1,000 and feed 3,000 of these people in the leopard community.
I'm going to turn it back over to Elaine for our closing remarks and how people can get involved.
Yes, there's so many ways to get involved. And by the way, everything's been happening because of all of you. You are literally our angels all over the world. I know so many of you watching this program have been supporting us, and that's why that we've been able to do the great good that we are doing now. I just remember it's only like a year and a half that we had 7 Hope Centers, and now we have 90 Hope Centers. And now we have Hope Centers in Mexico, the school programs in the U.S., the Million Meals of Hope. It's all happening because of you. So really, as a family, we can all do it together. And to have a miracle milestone in your life, it really can be so simple. For example, you can adopt a Hope Center, and 35 children will literally have a totally new destiny because of you. And they're impacting the lives of their family and people in the community, taking care of the destitute elderly. So when you impact one poor child, that child impacts at least 50 other people. So the magnitude of good and compassion just goes on and on. And when you adopt a Hope Center, the children pray for you every day. And believe me, like I've experienced, those prayers are really powerful. We're also starting a new initiative, which was really started by our children. Because when they identified all these incredibly destitute elderly people, there are people living in mud huts that have been abandoned by their children. They're elderly, they're very poor, blind, disabled, handicapped, can't get off the bed. We're seeing situations where people literally, they need their life saved. They don't have enough money for food. If the government gives them a pension of only enough to give them 1 meal per day, you can't live on that when you're old and sick and disabled. So these people need our help, and we're here for help, for helping people that don't have hope. So we call this initiative Hope for the Elderly. And what you can do is that you can support for $30 a month one elderly person for all of their life needs. So that would be food supplies for an entire month, and clothing items, essentials like washing powders and all the things that make life happen for you every day. And most importantly, we stop by their places and we give them love and care and compassion. So we really feel like that's something incredible to do, because you can save the life of a person that really deserves to have a helping hand. And the elderly are people that at the end of their road, they deserve to have some dignity in their life. They deserve love and compassion. So I really feel strongly that those of you that want to reach out for a miracle, whether you adopt an entire Hope Center, that's $300 a month, or whether you adopt a destitute elderly person, that act of good will create tremendous miracles in your life. So you can go and visit us at TripuraFoundation.org, find out more about what we're doing and how to get involved, and you can donate there. And most importantly, we know that because everyone gives with their love and compassion, that love and compassion, we can feel it. When I see those donations coming in, I feel the love and compassion behind it. And that's the energy that gets passed on to the children, to the people that we're feeding, to the elderly, and they pass it on. So it's all about love. So I'm inviting you in this holiday season to also think about giving a gift to a loved one that never stops giving. You can also give them the gift of adopting a destitute elderly person or an entire Hope Center. So that way we can all join together and truly create a world that we believe is heaven on earth. So I invite everyone to join with me in celebrating that for the holiday season.
Incredible. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Another idea, too, is to join together as families. And my mom and I were talking about that. People can get together as families for the holidays and say, yeah, everyone's going to chip in $25, $50, and then you have a Hope Center in your name that children are praying for your entire family. So there's so many ways that we can all make a difference. And thank you, all of you, Alice and Ryan and Elaine, for what you do, and Dr. Fly for this organization, and all of you out there for making a difference and continuing to contribute and taking a stand for creating heaven on earth. Thank you all for joining us. Till next time, namaste.
Happy holidays.